All right, we should be live on YouTube. Can you folks hear me clearly and see me clearly? I'm going to just wait a few minutes here just to make sure that this is going through. I'm going to wait for the notification to go out. How's everybody doing today? I'm sure everything is rolling smoothly, so I'm just going to get right to it. But yeah, if you can hear me clearly and see me clearly, go ahead and let me know in the chat. That would be great. I'd appreciate it. Queen Helen Casey says, I am here. Great to have you on board, Queen. I hope your day is going well. Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly, Queen? Anyway. All right. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition. Live from Red Morton Park today. Queen says, you're good, thank you. This is episode number 96. I've almost done 100 of these Walking with Purpose live streams, and I promise you folks, by sometime next week or next week and a half, I will reach episode 100, and I will do a very, very special Walking with Purpose stream for the 100th episode. I'll share more about that over the upcoming days and throughout the upcoming week. But today we're going to be discussing taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. One more time, taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. It was requested by some of my followers and supporters here that I do some more fitness type of streams, and I will be doing more of that in the weeks and months ahead. But I figured I would start out by doing this stream that combines pretty much all elements of life. I didn't put one of them in the title, and that's spiritually, because that's important too. So mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. They all go hand in hand to define the person that you are, to make you who you are. And I was thinking about, what to use for an example regarding this topic today. There are many examples that I can use, and I'll use some, but there's one that just stands out over everything. And I'm just going to mention this right now because people are wondering, hey, am I going to talk about another YouTuber today? Yes, I am. Am I going to talk about who they think I'm going to talk about? Yes, I am. Because if you're going to talk about me, I'm going to share my response. And I'm going to share it professionally and maturely. And use it for example purposes. And you, the court of public opinion, can decide whose opinion you respect more or believe more. That's up to you. It's up to you folks to decide who you believe, who you support, and who you follow out here on YouTube, right? Queen says, I guess I am the only one here. Well, for mods, we've got 5 people in the chat right now, Queen. It's daylight savings time. I think the time changed, messed up a lot of people. I'm definitely seeing less than usual activity on YouTube today, and I think it has to do with people losing an hour's sleep with the time change. But that doesn't matter. If people want to see this at some point, they will. These live streams go to a replay, and that's okay. If I'm the only one here, that's okay. The replay will be there. It's not a big deal. But I'm going to discuss a YouTuber today. I'm not going to mention his full name, even though his full name is used as part of his channel's name. I'm going to be talking about a guy by the name of Raleigh. And he runs the RJ Vlogs channel. I'm not going to mention his last name, even though he's a public figure. And even though, it would not technically be a privacy concern. He's the kind of guy that is a weasel and will falsely flag you just to get a rise out of you, right? And I'm not here to attack him or attack anyone. I'm just here to state what I'm seeing and put my 2 cents into it. And you folks can, figure it out on your own. Now, those of you that have been a part of my community for a while will understand this situation. If not, just listen to the principle of the story, because there's a principle to every story that I share, whether you know the people involved or not. But these people that I've been involved with out here on YouTube, especially these different type of people, let's put it that way, these people give me endless content to talk about. And it's not that I want to talk about them, it's just they come at me saying I put out some of the cringiest content out there, and I'm like, my content is vanilla. My content is just uplifting people and helping people get a better grip on their lives. That's it. These people have the cringy content, and everything that they say about people like myself on the good side of things is just a projection of what they're actually doing themselves. So, let me see here. So yeah, I got up this morning and I checked my emails, got some emails, and decided to do a stream that I just finished a couple hours ago regarding a super troll I've dealt with out here on YouTube, and it all ties into many things that have been happening within my community and my experiences out here on YouTube for the last several years. If you want to check that out, go back and check out the replay after this show, or if you're watching this, I'm going to move over here and let these people pass until I go on that side. I'm just going to wait. All right. There are lots of people at the park today. Okay. So, give me a second here. I'm just moving by a few people. Just trying to be respectful and stay 6 feet away. Okay, we're good now. So I did that stream. Then, after that stream, while I was preparing for this stream here, I was surfing around to see what people are saying, what people were responding to regarding a stream I did late last night. And Raleigh, from the Raleigh Vlogs channel, that's not his full channel's name, I'm not going to say his last name again. Raleigh did a stream, and basically, it was basically a repeat of every single stream he does. Now, how am I going to approach this? I thought about it, and I'm like, what's the right way to approach this? I do have an opinion, and I feel my opinion does matter. It's up to you if you feel my opinion matters or if you have your own. I just figured I'd come out here and say exactly as I feel, and I see what's going on. And you folks can, make your own opinion if it's even worthy of your opinion, right? Or even if it's worthy of your time, or even if it's worthy of your time, which is what I'm trying to say, right? So I listened to the first part of his stream, the first hour. I think it was like an hour and a half or something. And he was mentioning he's going to talk about myself and American Dream, who is a moderator on my channel and a channel member. And he continues to say that you're my content, Eli. And Dream, you're my content. And then at the same time, he says, well, I'll be putting out some repair videos on my channel that have gotten over 200,000 views in the past, Eli. My biggest and best video has more views than your entire channel. Well, I'm happy for you, I'm happy for you, Raleigh, which is what I'm trying to say. Thank you for flexing your muscles, Raleigh. I appreciate you making me aware of that. Additionally, Raleigh, I tried to go on his stream yesterday, and he let me on. And when I asked him the same things I'm going to be talking about here today, when I started to say, hey, dude, it's the same thing, different day. You're talking about me. You have people on the panel that are talking about me. Same people, same thing every day, same group, echo chamber, right? And he's like, Eli, if you have something else to ask, then we can talk about it. If not, you can just go. And I said, okay, thank you for having me. Have a nice day. I left professionally and maturely. And he got triggered. He did. He even admitted on his stream that he did today in response to this and everything else that happened yesterday. He says, I always get triggered. I trigger myself. You trigger yourself, sir. Are you proud of that? I've never heard of anyone that said, I trigger myself. Sounds like a serious problem to me, man. But anyway, let's continue. There's more. So he says today that I am his content. And I'm not going to, well, yesterday he said I'm his content after I left the stream, and that I'm not going to dictate, what's said on his channel or whatever, something like that, right? And I'm like, Raleigh, I just came on there to talk about what you're already talking about, which was me. And the same panel of people that come on your stream all the time and talk about me and American Dream. Same thing, different day. Those are honest questions. They're valid questions. Like I said, you again always state that I'm your content and American Dream is your content. So if we're your content and you don't want us coming on your shows to ask you why you continue doing the same thing all day, every day, what else really matters? What else is there to talk about, Raleigh? There's nothing else to talk about. You're just trying to stir the pot because you just want to keep the facade going. So today, he was talking about it. Like I said a second ago, he said, I get triggered all the time and I trigger myself. Okay. But he says I'm his content, yet he doesn't want to talk about, he doesn't want me or American Dream coming on his panels and talking about what he's actually doing. There's nothing else to talk about on your channel, Raleigh. And those videos that you created that got you 200K plus views, I'm happy for you. But you got those views before the YouTube algorithm changed. And what you don't realize, Raleigh, is that with the current audience you have, which is primarily an audience from the Lichen Theory echo chamber that goes from channel to channel to channel on these live streams, that's your audience. And that's who YouTube is going to serve your repair videos to. Do you think these people care about your repair videos? They might click in on them for like 2 minutes, and they might give you a like and a view, but your average view duration of Raleigh is going to be destroyed by these people. There's a lesson for you. You didn't ask for it. I'm just saying, that's the truth. You want to know the truth? That's the truth, right? Let me check out the chat. Good afternoon, Lewis. How you doing? Same garbage, but different day. You talking about Raleigh, Queen? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, same garbage, different day. Yet when you go on this panel to be civil and say, hey, dude, it's the same thing. Same people talking about me in the same way. And then he asks me, is there something else you want to ask me? If not, you need to go. Well, what else are you talking about on your channel besides me and American Dream? Nothing. We came on there for the purpose of your stream, but because you didn't want us calling you out professionally and maturely and triggering you on your own stream for doing that, you kicked us off. You see, Raleigh, here's the thing. On that stream, all you did was flex your muscles, right? You flexed your muscles, right? See, that's what you middle-aged men from the Midwest and the South do in those red states, the Trump territory. Because you're all insecure and immature. You're all exactly the same. The men on the West Coast, people in my area, guys like that out here, guys out here don't behave like that, dude. We don't. But you guys in the Midwest and the South seem to feel the need to flex your muscles over everything, right? Eli, I make more money than you. Eli, I have more businesses than you. Eli, I have a house, a wife, and kids, and you have a one-bedroom apartment that you stream in all day. Eli, I got this better than you. I got that better than you, right? Are you listening to yourself while you're broadcasting? Do you go back and watch your replays, Raleigh? You know what you sound like, dude? You sound like one of those chicks from the show The View. You might as well go become a member of that show, The View. You see, it's actually more normal for women to gossip than men. I still don't like gossip. I don't gossip. I just react to things. I react to them professionally and maturely. Sometimes in the past I've gotten triggered, but not anymore. I learned that game. But all you are is someone that gossips, man. You're no different than the women on the show The View. Raleigh, you're like a dog in heat, man. No joke. And here's the thing, Raleigh. The reason why you're doing that is because that's the current active audience you have on your channel. Your current active audience, Raleigh, is the Dramasphere. It's the Dramasphere. That stems from the Lichen Theory channel, the Lichen Theory echo chamber. See, Raleigh, you mentioned something else. You mentioned J-Rom has almost as many views in the last 28 days as I do. Gee, I wonder why, Raleigh. Because all he does is talk about myself and American Dream and this same recycled garbage throughout this echo chamber. And the same people go from channel to channel to channel to channel to channel. Come on, dude. You could sit here and create streams like this all day, every day, same old thing, different day, and the same exact people are going to come and support you in the same ways because they don't like me, right? These people despise me. They despise me because I removed them from my channel over the last several years because they weren't there for the right reason. Now they've conglomerated to your channel, Jamie's channel, J-Rob's channel. Like, all of you are the rejects that have conglomerated to combat the people that rejected you because of your poor behavior when we tried to first get to know you. That's the bottom line. That's the truth of the matter. Go ahead. And I could sit here very calmly while I enjoy my walk at the park and, state how I feel about it professionally and maturely. Okay. It is windy here today. I hope you can hear me. Again, Raleigh, do you feel that it is normal for a man to flex their muscles against another man to try to prove how much better they are? Do you feel, Raleigh, that is the most mature thing to do? Or do you not care about your personal maturity because you have an audience that doesn't like myself and American Dream and likes it when you are that way because they're similar as you are? You see, Raleigh, you have an audience of people that like what you do no matter what you do, no matter how cringy it is. It's a small, limited audience, Raleigh, of maybe 30 to 50 people that are usually active. There are more people than that, but if I had to guess, on average, there's about 30 to 50 of those people that are active every day, that go from channel to channel to channel, right? You're sharing an audience of the same message that's never going to grow past that level, at least on your live streams, right? And you come at me and you say, okay, I don't have the biggest audience and you guys are getting more views. I'm not in a competition with you guys regarding views, man. I'm taking my time to grow organically with the right people. That's how I'm doing it. I'm focused on that. Now, do I use you guys for example purposes? Yes, because you're the best example. You say I am your content, Raleigh, right? So you're using me for example purposes, right? I'm only doing the same thing. But I'm not coming at you like you're coming at me. And I'm not projecting onto you like you are onto myself. You see, Raleigh, any grown, mature man would not feel the need to flex their muscles and tell another man, you know what, I make more money than you on the internet. Come on the internet and be like a big boss, right? I make more money than you, Eli. I have a house and you have a small apartment, Eli. I have a wife and kids and you have nothing like that, Eli. And you think that that's going to trigger me. It actually doesn't. To be quite honest with you, Raleigh, I'm very happy with what I've got. And I always strive each and every day to better myself in any aspect that I want to better myself in. But I'm not going to come out here, even if I had more than people, and there are certain people I do have more than they have, but I don't project how much more I have onto other people that are perceived to have less than me. I instead help those people get to my level or greater, right? I help empower people with positivity. All you do, Raleigh, is talk about negative stuff all day, every day. I never hear anything positive on your channel, with the exception of your audience and yourself. With the exception of your active Dramasphere audience, the echo chamber, and yourself, those are the only people you talk positively about. Everything else, you talk about negatively. There's no positivity coming from your channel, Raleigh. And that's fine. If that's how you want to run your channel, that's on you, right? I'm just here to debunk what you're saying because you think that you're going to have another viral video, right? And if you do, congratulations. I don't think it's going to happen. Number one, because the YouTube algorithm has changed. And number two, your active audience that's coming on your live streams is going to affect your numbers to the point of where YouTube's not going to recommend your content to the right audience to go viral. That's the truth of the matter, folks. You know, Raleigh, you could say whatever you want to your audience and you could put it out there and lead people to believe that what you're saying is truthful and is the right way to grow out here. I guess you're entitled to your opinion, Raleigh. We all are, right? But quite frankly, that's not the way it works. It's not. And I'll admit myself, I've been trying to remove myself from all these people, and I've been trying to grow with new people, which I have been, right? And to be honest with you, Raleigh, my numbers have increased by 200 to 300% over the last 28 days, or 60 days, right? Now, I'm nowhere near where I want to be, and maybe technically you guys are getting more views and stuff than I am, but we have a different audience, Raleigh. I have an independent audience. You see, all of you are blocked on my channel, so you can't even engage with me, right? I'm building a different audience, and that takes a lot of time to build. It takes time for people to find good people like myself that have something good to offer. It takes no time for people to join a drama group because drama is drama. And even people that aren't into drama sometimes are curious about it, right? It's much easier to grow a drama group than something that's real. It takes longer to get your message out there and for people to find out about you. And then when they find out about you, it takes many videos, sometimes weeks or months before they invest into you and your channel and keep coming back or donating to you or using your services. That's the way it works. I think you know that. I think you know that. And I think you know exactly what I'm doing. But what I actually think you're doing, Raleigh, I think you're just playing it up to the audience you currently have. I think you're playing it up to the audience you currently have. I think you're trying to manipulate them, in my opinion, because you know exactly what it's going to take to keep them around, right? It's almost like you're trying to make these people feel sorry for you, man, right? You're sitting there, you're projecting so, I mean, I'll be honest. Look, dude, I've never seen anyone on YouTube project more than you throughout the 4 years I've been on this platform. I used to say Jamie Theory would project, and he did. Have I done it a few times? Maybe in the past. I got triggered. I admit that. But I can take everyone, including myself, combined, that I've mentioned is projecting, and myself, and combined all together, you project more than all of us combined, dude. All you do all day, every day is just project, project, project. You flex your muscles, dude. I make more money than you. I have a successful repair business. I have a successful laundromat. What do you have, Eli? I have a wife and kids. And my wife and I have a special relationship where we watch a certain type of pornography to get us in the mood. We've been friends since we were 16. I mean, dude, do you ever listen to yourself on the replay how you talk? Seriously. I'm asking you legitimately, dude, do you even notice how you come off? And again, dude, you may have a little bit more of an active audience than I do. But look at your audience, dude. Look at your audience. What is your audience? It's the same audience. This is what I was going to tell you on your panel the other day, professionally and maturely. You have the same audience that Jamie has, that J-Rom has, that DeRosa has. All these people have the same audience. That's an echo chamber. That's not going to get you anywhere, right? And while they may throw you a few shekels every now and then through the super chats, dude, you're not going to grow past that. And it's also going to affect your repair videos when you start doing them again from going viral because that's your active subscriber base, dude. And they're not going to watch your videos in full. They're not. They're going to tell you they are. But they're not going to do that, bro. That's not what they're there for. That's not what they're there for. All that garbage he's talking about don't impress anybody. I just shared your stream out. Hello, Lewis. Like we really care if the wolf has all that. We're not talking about the wolf. We're talking about Raleigh. The wolf is lichen theory. Maybe you're calling all these people wolves. I get what you're saying now, Queen. Raleigh, look, I'm not here to attack you. All I wanted to do was come on your stream yesterday and have a mature and professional conversation with you. But you didn't want me to come on because you said I'm your content. So in essence, you're admitting that without me, you have no content. But at the same time, you're saying that I've got my repair videos that are going to get 200K views and blow the doors off of your views, Eli. Well, I'm happy for you if that happens. I was going to call you RJ. Raleigh, I'm happy for you. What is the point of you constantly flexing your muscles towards another YouTuber that's clear across the country from you that doesn't even talk about you unless you talk about me? I'm only talking about you for example purposes because you talked about me. Like I told you all out there, if you talk about me from here on out, I'm going to talk about you and I'm going to use you for example purposes. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to do it respectfully and maturely. And I'm not going to get triggered. You're going to be the ones getting triggered. Trust me. You're never going to trigger me again. That's the name of the game here. That is the name of the game. He who doesn't get triggered wins in the end. Because if you get triggered, what that's saying is that what we called you out on is the truth and you don't want to admit it. It's bothering you, right? Everything you guys say, about me, whether it's true or not, it doesn't faze me anymore, man. I don't care. I don't. But yeah, man, you continue to flex your muscles, right? And you think that that is fazing me. You think that that's irritating me. See, your audience doesn't care whether you flex your muscles or not. They want you to flex your muscles on me because they don't care about anything except one thing. Anyone that talks negatively about me. It doesn't matter how bad you make yourself look while you're doing it. All they care about is anyone that's talking negative about myself or American Dream. And that's pathetic. That means your audience has no spine. They don't. Your audience has no spine. Your audience is a bunch of groupies. That's all they are. They go from channel to channel to channel, spreading the same message of hate amongst a couple of creators that you perceive to be better than you, which is why you project. There's no reason for any man. There would be no way any man would project as much as you do, Raleigh, unless you didn't perceive me to be better than you in some way, shape, or form. And I'm not trying to be better than you, Raleigh. The truth of the matter is, I'm happy for you, and I'm happy for your success. And I'm happy for what you've got, right? I've never once said anything negative about your success. So what is your problem with me, Raleigh? If I've never come at you negatively in any way, what's your problem with me, Raleigh? You find me a lolcow because I'm a coach? And you feel like gives you the right to attack me because I'm a coach? And because you found loopholes through the copyright system and YouTube community guidelines to get away with it? Like you enjoy that? That's fine, dude. I don't have a problem with you doing it. Do it all day, every day. Make me your life's purpose, right? But at least come out and admit that I am your life's purpose. I want to hear you say that. You see, I can understand what you're doing if you come out and actually admit that I am your life's purpose. Not your wife, not your kids, not your business. I'm your life's purpose. Because that's the way you're coming off out here. That's the perception you're giving everyone, including me. It's pathetic, dude. It is. I will call him Mr. Rat. That's what many people call him, Ratley. Even Jamie used to call him that. Now all of a sudden Jamie's best buds with him, right? And he super chats him in his chat. You see, Jamie, You used to call Raleigh Ratley. Now you're buddy buddy. But see, Jamie, the truth of the matter is he hasn't changed. He's actually gotten worse. I'm just like, really, I'm bored of this. I'm bored of this. It's the same old song and dance. But I mention it because it is the perfect example of the type of man you should not be. Maybe Raleigh's lucky that his wife just understands all his quirky stuff. Maybe it's all an act. Raleigh, if you're acting, dude, if this is all a play on your audience, bro, then I can understand what you're doing. And if that's what it is, then you're a damn good actor. But I don't think that's what it is. I think that's actually who you are. But see, either way, you're not going to show your cards, Raleigh, because if you show your cards, you're going to lose your audience, right? And you desperately need that audience because you don't have another active audience, Raleigh. And I'm not saying I have the biggest active audience either, but I have some really good people here. To the people in the chat that are here, we've been friends for a while. We've been consistent, right? You let me know in the chat. To the people that have been here for a while, we get along well, right? And we're good to people, right? Lewis, Queen, anyone else here? I know not too many people are here right now. Most will watch it on the replay. But is this a game, Raleigh? Raleigh, you're the perfect example for this topic. Taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. All of the above, you don't. Emotionally, you're all over the place. Mentally, most of what you say doesn't make sense. Physically, you seem to be a thin guy, but I don't know how healthy you are. I don't know how much you drink. You do drink a lot. I don't know if you go out and you walk at all or do hikes or exercise, Raleigh. Just because you're thin doesn't mean that you're healthy. You got to get out there and get some exercise and get those juices flowing, man. I never see you doing any walking stuff. I think you did one time to copycat myself and Jamie, right? More so me, right? But all I ever see you do are streams from the car or from your place, right? And you guys say that, and you say, Raleigh, that I'm stuck in my place all day. No, I'm not. I've got friends. You have no idea what I do during my spare time. I don't broadcast it like I used to, like you guys still do all the time or feel the need to do, right? I'm out here getting a walk. I'm mobile. I'm not at my place right now, Raleigh. So, I mean, what are you going to say about that, dude? I mean, it all boils down to one thing, bro. It all boils down to one thing. You said it yourself. I'm your content. You've got nothing without me. I am your content because your active audience wants that and nothing else. If you're not talking about myself or Dream or something in the drama sphere, but more so myself or Dream, they're not going to show up. Same thing with you, J-Rom. And J-Rom, I heard your invite. I'm not going to come on your panel where it's the same thing as Raleigh's and Jamie's channel. I'm going to go to the source tomorrow. And I even thought about canceling, not because I'm afraid to go on there. I'm wondering if it's even worth my time going on there, to be honest with you. I've already accomplished what I want to accomplish. Like, I don't even know if it's worth my time going on that show tomorrow. Again, am I free? Yes. Am I scared? No. I'm just like thinking to myself, I could be doing something more productive. I could hang out with some friends. I could call one of the many women that have given me their number to call and get to know them from Match.com. There are many more things I can do than waste my time on a Dramasphere echo chamber shit show channel. Right? It's the same old song and dance. It's so old, man. It's so old. Right? And why do I mention it? It's the perfect example. It's the perfect example for the topic of my stream. It's the perfect example for my stream. I'm coming across some people. I'm going to be quiet for a second. I've got 19 people here and 5 thumbs up. Thank you so much. You folks think that I care, that you talk about me. I don't. It doesn't affect me one bit. I'm talking about it because it pertains to my content. It's the perfect example. People like you, Raleigh, are the perfect example of what not to be. And again, like I said, maybe you're fortunate to have a wife that's known you since you were a little kid and just accepts all your weird quirks about you, right? Go ahead. I waved that car on. They were waiting for me. I didn't want to go past them while live on the air. But the thing that really bothers me the most, it doesn't even bother me, it's just sad. It saddens me more than bothers me. You know, over the last 4 years, I've really been analyzing people on YouTube, men and women from all over the US and all over the world. And I've been analyzing their behavior patterns. And the people that are the most difficult people to deal with all stems back to one area here in the US, in the Midwest and South, the Trump states, right? These are right-wing extremist guys in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. They're middle-aged, extremist, conservative, Caucasian men from the red states, the Trump states. No disrespect to other Trump supporters. From the Midwest and the South, like I said. Every single one of you. There's a guy named Jacob B., you, Raleigh, JB, Jamie, J-Rom, you're from the Midwest and the South. All of you are from this same area, and all of you behave the same way. All of you flex what you got. J-Rom, you did the same thing. I make $150K a year. Where I live, that's like way better than what Eli makes in his area. Or he makes the same thing. Yeah, I get that, bro. But why did you feel the need to project that, bro? It's a fair question. You see what I'm saying? It's these guys, middle-aged men from the Midwest and the South here in the U.S. They all behave exactly the same way. The one thing they do is they flex their muscles, that they're bigger and better than all other men throughout the rest of the country and the rest of the world. It's like, what is this complex and where does it stem from, right? That's just what I've noticed consistently over and over again. What is their deal, right? Why do you guys feel the need to flex your muscles and project everything that you have, claiming it's better than the rest of us? Quite frankly, if you make 10 times more money than I do, hey, congratulations, man. I can sit here maturely and say I'm happy for you. What is the need? Why do you feel the need, which is what I'm trying to say, to do that, to flex your muscles? What does that do? Does it make you feel better? Does it make you feel like you're worthy? Don't you already feel worthy enough on your own? Or do you need to try to kick someone else down to do that, whether you perceive them to be better than you or not, which is what I'm trying to say. It's the same thing, right? And I have, if I had to guess, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not, but this is just my opinion. If I had to guess, there's something happening mentally, emotionally, and physically within these guys that affects them from just being happy within themselves and not feeling the need to show off their happiness with other people that they either perceive to be better than them or not, either way. But it's usually because they perceive those people to be better than them, right? Or they're jealous of something, right? I don't get it, right? See, if I could have an honest conversation with guys like you, J-Rob, Raleigh, JB, Jamie, DeRosa, same thing. And ask you guys, why do you feel the need to show off what you have to people like me or other people like me, right? What does that do? What does that accomplish? It's a fair question, right? If I come on a panel and ask you guys those questions, you're going to kick me off because it's not what your audience wants to hear. Because your audience is just like you. Your audience is just like you. Your audience sees themselves in the same ways that you guys, the creators of these audiences, see themselves, right? Like attracts like. I've said it before, right? I've said it before many times. The funny thing is this. These people simulcast every one of my streams. They're doing it right now. I'm sure they are. I don't care. I've told you guys, go ahead and everyone simulcast me, double simulcast me, triple simulcast me. You know what that's telling me? That's telling me you're invested in what I'm saying. Whether you like me or not, you're invested in it and you're curious about it, right? And here's the thing. Maybe one day, slowly, one by one, because you folks continue to watch me, even on other channels, the simulcasts, maybe something will sink in. And you'll say, you know what? It makes sense what he's saying. I'm tired of living my life this way. I'm tired of not liking what I see in the mirror. I'm tired of feeling the need to flex my muscles and show off what I have to other people because I perceive them to be better than me. Or I just don't feel good enough about myself. I'm seeking validation. That's what it is, Raleigh. Raleigh, are you seeking validation? Raleigh, validation-seeking behavior is feminine energy. So in essence, Raleigh, when you're flexing your muscles, you're seeking validation. Give me a second. You're seeking validation, which is feminine energy. It is normal for women to seek validation. It is not normal or manly for a man to do it. A man is supposed to be strong on his own. I'm not trying to trigger you, Raleigh. I'm just stating the facts. I'm stating how pathetic this looks, right? And you want to know the truth, Raleigh? I don't hate any of you. I don't hate you, Jamie. I don't hate you, DeRosa. I don't hate you, Raleigh. I don't hate any of you. I just don't want to be around negative people or negativity. I don't want to be around people that don't care enough about themselves to try to better themselves, right? It's all negative energy all the time. That's the truth of the matter. I'm probably going to cut this stream short because I have to go to the bathroom. And I've only done 2 laps. I'm only going to do 2 miles today. I'll probably go back and work out at my place a little bit. Keep this stream short. Give people more of a chance to listen to it and share their feedback. Share your feedback, folks. I'd like for people to share feedback that have a constructive opinion. You see, when you're asking for feedback from people that are just like these people, for example, the Raleighs and these other people that are insecure and projecting and flexing their muscles, right? They have an audience just like them. So if you ask their audience for an opinion, because they're very similar to the person that you're asking an opinion on, they're going to back that person no matter who's right or wrong, right? So you're not getting a fair opinion, right? It's just really sad. I've seen these types of groups in real life in the past. I've seen them, right? But they're a lot smaller though because before the internet came around, it wasn't as easy to meet people and create these groups. You'd have these groups of 4 or 5 men or women, and they'd have these like same type of echo chamber groups, right, in real life, right? But now on YouTube, because there are 2 billion people out here, we're all connected by a smartphone, laptop, desktop PC, or even smart TV, right? It's real easy for all these people to find each other and conglomerate together and further dwell in each other's misery. That's what it is. Here's the thing, Raleigh. Let me share this with you before I wrap it up. Okay? Like I said, I don't care if you talk about me all day, every day. I don't. I really don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm only talking about it, dude, because it's a great example for me to use. And because I came onto your show, oh man, that's the, that thing is blaring. That is the ice cream truck. None of that is copyrighted. That stuff better not, it better not come up as a Content ID claim. I don't think it will. It wasn't long enough anyway. Hang on. I hear an ice cream truck. Yes. Yeah, that's what I just said. Yes. Lewis Fuller, we don't BS with people. We are nice and respectful. It will be another ambush. Of course it will be, Queen. And let me tell you something. I'm not worried about it being an ambush. I'm not worried about it being an ambush. I expect it to be. That's not the reason why I'm thinking about not doing it. I've already proven what I have to prove. I've already exuded enough energy doing this on Rogue's panel for 2 hours, a much bigger platform than Jamie's. I tried to go on the Raleigh's channel. I went on these channels on my own free will. I asked these people to go on, right? I've done this twice. The outcome's been the same thing, right? What else do I need to prove? Nothing, right? I have nothing else to prove, right? I have nothing else to prove, right? And here's the honest truth. Last night, when I went to Jamie's panel, I found out everything I needed to know. There's nothing else to find out. There's nothing left. Why am I going to go on a channel and waste 2 hours of my time just sitting there, letting people come at me, being cool, not getting triggered, which would further prove my point, but why do I need to prove it anymore? I've already done that. It's a waste of my time, right? I'm going to decide before I go off the air here if I'm going on there tomorrow or not. So stick around. I'll be going off the air in a few minutes. I'm contemplating in my mind right now whether I'm going to do it or not. But Raleigh, here's the thing. You want to talk about me all day, every day? That's fine. You want to make me your lol cow? That's fine. You want to clip my stuff? That's fine. You want to flex your muscles on me? Eli, I've got a bigger private than yours, Eli, and so does J-Rom, right? Eli, I got a house and you have an apartment. Eli, I make 3 times the money you make. Eli, I have a wife and kids and you have nothing. Eli, I have a better car than you. Eli, I'm so much better than you, Eli. Do you hear yourself talking, dude? I mean, do you hear yourself talking, man? Do you hear how pathetic that sounds? Do you think, dude, if you were a single man and you acted that way and women saw you act that way, that they'd give you the time of day? You're lucky you have a wife that has accepted you. But at the same time, could it be an act? Are you acting, dude? Are you playing it up for your audience? Is that what you're doing? Like I said, dude, if that's what you're doing, then hats off to you. It's one hell of an acting job. But I don't think that you're playing it up. I think that this is who you actually are. And if the validation Raleigh, if the validation from people that are just like you makes you feel good doing what you do, then you're in more serious trouble than I thought you were, bro. Think about it. You're getting validation from an audience of people throughout this same Dramasphere echo chamber that behave in exactly the same ways as you, right? And have the same agenda as you to kick other people down and make you all feel better. That's the bottom line. That's why you guys don't like me. And it doesn't matter if you like me or not. It's not a big deal. But yeah, man, that stream that you did was sad and pathetic, dude. It was just 1 hour straight, and I had a hard time listening to it. And quite frankly, I wasn't triggered, dude. I felt saddened that a man could behave this way. A man could a real man would come out and whine like a little female dog, like a dog in heat. Dude, you sounded like a dog in heat, dude. You sounded like a female dog that hasn't been fed on time. That's what you sound like, dude. And again, I'm not triggered. I'm saddened because, dude, you're a 42-year-old grown man, dude. I don't know what it is. If somebody can tell me, what is it about these guys from the Midwest and the South, these middle-aged, conservative extremist Caucasian men from the Midwest and the South, the Trump territory? Why do these guys feel the need to flex their muscles? Nobody else does it like them, right? If you look at the rest of the country, I've never encountered people like this, online and offline, from any other parts of the country. But in the Midwest and the South, the middle-aged, conservative, extremist Caucasian men all feel the need to flex their muscles and say, I'm better than you. My pee-pee's bigger than yours. My girlfriend and wife's hotter than yours, right? Dude, I was playing that game in grammar school, dude, when I was really immature. You guys continue to play the same games as we all did in grammar school, man. Somebody tell me that I've lost my mind, with the exception of these people that don't have, the right enough mind to respond to that properly. Somebody that's sane and has the mental capacity of somebody normal, please answer that question. He sounds like he's trying to be God. No, he's not trying to be God. He's trying to be relevant on YouTube. And he thinks that by making me his content and catering it to a small audience of 30 to 50 people that go from channel to channel to channel every day, he thinks that that's gonna make him more relevant than me. I'm not even trying to compete with him. He's saying, dude, let's why don't you challenge me, Eli? No, dude, I don't want to challenge you or anybody. I'm just doing my own thing. I'm growing at the pace I'm gonna grow. And yeah, I can ignore you, and I will. I will ignore you when I want to, but when I feel the need to respond to something that can bring value to my audience at the same time, I will do it. That's why I did it here today. So here's the thing. And you guys can go run around the echo chamber now and talk about this and say, Eli flaked out. I'm not coming on your panel tomorrow, Jamie. I'm not. After thinking about it, and your girlfriend, Mrs. Like in Theory, whatever you want to call her, she sent me a few messages this morning, and she understood what I said last night. What I said last night, I actually meant. I think that you're heading in the right direction, Jamie. If you just keep it up. You be good to her, she'll be good to you. I think you're good for each other. I just hope it doesn't end up being a codependent thing. That's my only concern, but it's none of my business. I'm just saying if I have any concern, that's what the concern is. But she's providing something for you that your mother didn't provide you growing up, and you're providing strength for her to not let these trolls and haters get to her. That's what she told me behind the scenes in the message. And I'm actually proud of the both of you in that aspect. But outside of that, regarding your involvement with these cartoons and this drama sphere and just having these shit show panels and all that stuff, right, that you do, like I want nothing to do with that, right? And this is the reason why, Jamie, you were telling me to not talk about things, before Monday, because you know that once enough is said, there's no show. And Jamie, here's the thing. This was not going to be, for me, a show just for you to try to make money and stuff like that. This is going to be a show to find out what I've already found out between last night and today. I've already found out what I need to find out. And that's fine. That's all that needs to be done. We don't need to regurgitate stuff. I'm not the kind of person that does what you and the rest of the echo chamber does. Echo chamber the thing throughout many different groups for weeks, right? I got the answer. We don't need to beat a dead horse, which is what I'm trying to say, right? So I'm going to respectfully bow out. Whatever you folks say, I could care less. It doesn't matter. It's the right thing to do. It would be a waste of my time, and quite frankly, it'd be a waste of your time. And that's where I'm going to wrap up this stream at 1 hour and 1 minute. Thank you, folks. I'm taking the rest of the night off. I'll be back tomorrow, probably with another walking stream and maybe an in-studio stream. And we'll definitely go from there. Again, there will be no appearance from myself on the Punksthetic channel tomorrow with Jamie. Everything that I needed to know, it's all been figured out. I wish all of you the best of luck. And I'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.